Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today is my January month in review. If you're new to my channel, very special welcome to you, or if you're new to these videos, every month I bring to you a video that's just sort of a wrap up of the month, favorites whether they're new or old, any fails, kind of what's going on with me, what's going on with my channel, and this year I'll be including what I purchased with my beauty budget and how I feel about those purchases. So let's get into it, shall we? I only have one bad news for the month, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that out of the way as I like to do. It is the Ulta Beauty Effortless Effect Hydrating Foundation. I have mine in the shade Light Warm. This is a very, very thick, creamy formula. The problem with this one is that it just sits on top of my skin. No matter what else I might have under it, whether it's nothing, whether it's just a moisturizer, a primer, various types of primer, I could not get this to work for me. I was talking with my friend Kelly from Glam with Kelly, she'll be linked down below, this morning, and she was saying that she had heard or somehow came to know that when there are ingredients derived from coconut in complexion products like this, a lot of times us combo to oily girls, it doesn't work for us. And this, for the second ingredient, has coconut alkanes, whatever that is, but it has a derivative of coconut, and I think that's just what the issue is. I watched a video last night from Taylor Wynn, formerly the Taylor. I will link the video down below where she also tried this foundation and said the exact same things that I found myself, and that was I just couldn't get it to blend into the skin. It sat on top of the skin, it looked streaky, it looked patchy, it didn't matter if it was sponge, brush, or fingers. So I am going to go ahead and send this to my friend Kelly from Glam with Kelly because she loves this foundation and she has dry skin. So there you go. Let's talk about the good news, shall we? These are the things that I've been loving this month. Some of them came to me. No, I've had all of these actually. I received all of these in December or before, so these are kind of my final thoughts. The first thing, you've heard me rave about it. I believe it won first place for bronzers in my Journey in Beauty Awards this year, and it's the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. I cannot tell you how much I love this. I had this in my Shop My Stash for all of January. I had to think about it. This is what it looks like. It does look very shiny, and it even looks warm on my hand, but on my skin I feel like it looks a lot cooler tone. I've mentioned that I think this is like the fixer of bronzers. If your bronzer is looking patchy, if it looks a little too warm, whatever the case, this is magic. It's absolute magic. You cannot mess this up. If you have trouble with bronzer, I highly recommend this one. This is in the shade Light. I didn't think that it was going to work for me, but it really does. And it doesn't come off as overly shimmery on the skin. I know I look pretty shimmery today, but that's like setting spray as well as studio lights and so on. So, you know, this is possibly the last time I'm gonna rave about this bronzer, but probably not. I'm actually already missing this as I move into my Shop My Stash for February, which you will see soon, if not tomorrow, I think. Sticking with complexion here, highlight. This is a cult classic. This has been around for years before I even came onto the scene here on the BeauTube. It is MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in Soft and Gentle. I love this. Like, I love this so much. It is the highlight that I have on today, and while it looks kind of like crazy, even when you swatch it, like it looks kind of glittery, super metallic. My hand is still a little wet, but this is literally my perfect highlighter. It's not, you know, as metallic as it would appear, and I just want to wear this every day. Spoiler alert, it's in my Shop My Stash for February. And then I got this new brush from Sephora. There's two kind of brushes that I've kind of been wanting, and brushes are not included in my budget. I consider those tools for my trade here and like necessities. Two brushes I've been looking for forever that I just haven't found the exact right ones was a highlighter brush and a concealer brush. This is the one I picked. This is the Sephora 93 Pro Featherweight Blending Brush. It's very floppy and soft, and this works so beautifully for highlighter. I mean, I could just do this all day. I'm not talking about the brush, but I am. Now we have to match. Yeah. I just wanted to do this all day long, you guys. It's so pretty. So pretty. Okay. Anyways, the point is, I love this highlighter. I don't think it's out of fashion. My perfect highlighter is this like pinky peachy champagne sort of tone. When I first got it, I was like, oh crap, this is going to be like a glitter bomb or a stripe or whatever. No. This, especially with the right brush, is stunning. I cannot recommend it enough. I know MAC is sort of like old news, but I still like MAC. I'm just saying. And then last for the complexion is the type of product as well as this color specifically. It's the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek. I think that's what they call these, in the shade Between the Sheets. This is my perfect pink blush. Ooh. It feels very creamy in the pan and as well as going on to the skin here, but it does set down. It's like a cream to powder formula. In fact, I'm going to put a little on right now because you can never have too much blush in my opinion. This is the e.l.f. 105 brush. Finally figured out a brush that works really well with these Super Shock Cheeks. Oh, see, isn't that just fresh? I think because it is that creamy or cream to powder formula, it just looks so fresh on the skin. I have one other color that's sort of like a reddish coral that's going to be stunning for summer. But I just had to recommend these, especially because they're carried at Ulta now. I will definitely pan this at some point because it's my perfect pink blush. It's a beautiful formula. My skin doesn't eat it, which is hard to come by sometimes, so I just really love that. And then two other favorites this month that are not complexion. One is a birthday gift and one was a birthday purchase for myself. The birthday gift was for my bestie Jess. She's so sweet. She knew I was wanting to try this, but budget. Anyhow, plus I have a ton of mascara. I justified not buying it and she justified buying it for me for my birthday, and I'm super thankful because I love this mascara. It's the new CoverGirl Exhibitionist Uncensored. It has a black tube with rose gold print on it, and I didn't think I was gonna like this at first. I opened it up and I was like, oh damn, what a wet, gloopy mess. And I'll show you the wand here. I mean, there's a crap ton of product on here, but so much. I don't know if you'll be able to see, I have it on my lashes today, but it does every bit of lengthening and darkening and volume without clumpage, and I just really like it. I don't even generally like this type of brush. I love the normal CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara, which has the hourglass wand, and generally that's my preference. I think it helps sort of set in the curl on my lashes as I'm coating the lashes. This is fantastic. I highly recommend it if you like length, if you like a little bit of volume, no spidery, no clumpy shenanigans. Give this one a try. I will say it took a couple, 2-3 days before I was really in love with it. All mascaras are kind of that way. Usually you're not loving a mascara right out of the bat, right off the bat, right out of the tube. But this one's phenomenal. And then the thing that I purchased for myself for my birthday that I'm obsessed with, legitimately, especially this color, is the Charlotte Tilbury Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize Cream Shadows. OMG. You can see here I have a little dent going already. This is a really soft, moussey texture. You have to be super careful when dipping a brush in here if that's how you choose to go about it. But I like to just use my finger to apply it. I believe I showed the application of this in my birthday gift Get Ready With Me, so I'll link that for you guys. But this one is sort of a warm, it's somewhere between a warm bronze and a taupe, a cool taupe, if that makes sense. This shade is Marie Antoinette, and I'm kind of wanting to maybe pick up a second shade in February with my budget. If I can get a coupon or a sale or something like that, I would. There are a lot of good cream shadows at the drugstore, and if this is not within your budget, I still highly recommend you try a one shadow look with a cream shadow just to see how easy it is and yet refined, and the depth that you get even with one color, especially like a bronzy color like this. I just cannot recommend just the experience of a one shadow look enough. Just put it all over your lid, take a small brush and blend it up into your crease or however far up you want to go, and you'll be surprised how it actually gives depth and shade and light to the eye, and it's stunning. So let's go ahead and talk about my beauty budget. If you're new to my channel or if you missed my 2020 channel resolutions, I did set up for myself a $50 a month makeup budget. This is for replacing things that I might need, like if I use up all 50 of my concealers, you know, I'll have to use my budget for that. Things like that, but also for makeup that I just want to try, that I desire, or that I want to review or test for my channel. And so this month in January, I did spend all $50. The other caveat to my budget is that I may only purchase 6 eyeshadow palettes this year in 2020, and I'll just link that video down below in case you missed it, because I go into a lot of depth in terms of why I put that stipulation on my budget, because otherwise I'd probably buy a palette every month and just call it a day. So I just wanted to tell you what I purchased this month. I'm not going to run down the numbers or anything like that. This is the honor system, and it's YouTube, and it's makeup. It's not that deep. So the first thing I did buy was this Ulta Beauty foundation. Fortunately, I got it on a really good sale. This was only $7, so it doesn't feel like a huge loss. And yes, I could return it, but it's $7, and I would rather just send this to Kelly so she can use all the Ulta Beauty foundation that she wants. You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing I purchased from Ulta was the Full Coverage Liquid Concealer by Ulta Beauty. I picked up the shade Light Neutral. This is a good shade for me. I just don't think I found quite the right way that I like this concealer yet. Kelly did recommend that I put this on like a YouTuber, like a mass quantity, so I am going to try that someday when I'm not going somewhere. But I did go ahead and pick that up, as well as the Ulta Beauty Mineral Setting Powder. I'm liking this so far. I think it's going to be better for my skin come warmer months when I have a little bit more oils coming through, but otherwise I really like it. And then a product that's actually new to the BeauTube here and to Sephora is the RMS Beauty Living Luminizer Glow Quad. And you would have seen this in my birthday Get Ready With Me if you caught that video. This is really pretty. This is a bronzer. I don't know in what world anything would fit in there to actually apply a bronzer, but you know, that's the way it goes. And these all have like different textures. Like this one is definitely more opaque. These are definitely more sheer here in the middle, and then there's your bronzer. So I am going to put that in my Shop My Stash for February. I hate to give away all these spoilers, but I want to play with that a lot more. I haven't even used the bronzer as bronzer. I'm not for sure how I'm going to do that, but you know, maybe with a really small duo fiber brush or something. But anyways, those were the 4 things that I purchased in January. Also wanted to mention a couple of things that I would have bought in January had I not been on a budget, and how I feel about that. The first thing I know right off the bat that I would have purchased this month, apart from my beauty budget, would have been the ColourPop Meant to Be palette. I really love mint green. I always have. But the longer I stare at it, the more I see swatches and reviews and things like that, it seems like it's really more of a one-trick pony. The shimmers are all pretty similar and therefore going to look pretty similar on the eyes. So ultimately, I'm really glad that I had the restraint of my budget and didn't pick up that palette, because it's really not a right fit for me. I would be fine with one mint green shimmer shadow and I would have all the feels that I was looking for from that palette. The other one is, I mean, I just literally finished watching Marlene Estelle's live stream about her rebrand palettes, the Matrix palettes. I'll put pictures up for you. If I wasn't on a budget, I would have already ordered that $250 worth of eyeshadows for the 2 Matrix palettes. I know I would have justified it. And while I do still, I love the idea, I love what she's done and how she's created the Matrix for us to be able to learn and play with color theory and the whole thing. I mean, that's literally what my series, The Art of Makeup Color Made Easy, is all about. And it would be a fantastic tool for teaching, as well as just, I've always loved the idea of just having a huge collection, not huge, but a large collection of single shadows and then putting them together as quads, or, you know, just making little mini palettes based on what I'm vibing with, what I'm craving, things like that. So that's a bummer, but I am saving myself $250. I think, you know, one thing I've been mulling around in terms of my future budget is maybe starting to build a little bit of a single shadow collection. And if I do that, as much as there's other brands I'm curious about, I think the most efficient and financially responsible or economical way to do that would be ColourPop. So let me know what you guys think about that. 2 other favorites this month. Number 1 is my Shop My Stash series with my girl Kelly from Glam with Kelly. I am having so much fun so far this year just using what I have. Instead of continuing to buy lots and lots of things, specifically palettes, every month I'm pulling the things that I'm in the mood to use, not just the things that I'm purchasing. And I'm getting really good usage out of the things that I'm pulling each month, including things that I haven't touched in over a year, like my Tarte Clay Play palette that was in my Shop My Stash for January. I used the snot out of that thing and I enjoyed it so much, and I was so thrilled that I was finally using this thing that was haunting me for usage through 2019 when I lost my damn mind. So loving Shop My Stash videos. I hope you are following that series because I am having a blast with it. And my last favorite of the month is my journey in fitness. I shared with you guys in my birthday Get Ready With Me that I am on a new fitness journey, including low carb diet, yoga, and so on. I've already lost more than 5 pounds, and I've moved from a 2XL down to an XL. And I'm just so excited. I'm pumped. I don't know if you can tell, but I feel like I have a new lease on life. I have a new vigor. I have a new bounce in my step. And I heard a quote this morning that I got from Kelly while we were on the phone. I love Kelly. Let's just get that out of the way. Anyways, the quote says, "Health is the ultimate wealth." Isn't that fantastic? I couldn't agree with that more. I just can't stress enough how much this beginning, the very beginning of this health journey has meant to me. Again, thank you to all of you who were very supportive and gave supportive comments on my birthday Get Ready With Me when I first spoke about my health journey, and it just really means a lot. I know we're all people on the internet here, But I really enjoy the heck out of you guys. I love engaging with you guys in the comments. You feel like friends, even if they are long distance friends. So again, thank you so much for your support. And that is my month in review. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, you could hit that like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. Go ahead and ring the bell to whichever notification you would like to have. And I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days. And I will see you in my next video real soon.